Welcome, FNUSA57 here. I'm back on my Xbox One, and today we will be checking out the second closed beta for Bless Unleashed. Now, this video will be shorter than my first impressions video, which was conducted during the first closed beta. So you did have to have a beta code for this. We're going to go ahead and see what is new and what may or may not have changed. So I am forced to make a new character, obviously, because nothing transfers from one beta to the next beta. Some people have said the game will be good, some have said the game will be bad. Let's just take a overview and see what they've done. Obviously, we do have a few classes available to choose from. We have the Crusader, the Berserker, Ranger, Mage, and Priest. I'm not a super big fan of melee fighters. You guys know me in pretty much every game. First and foremost, I'm a necromancer. If that isn't available, then I play a mage. So I played a mage in the first beta, and I'm going to go ahead and play that now again, just to see. Once again, there really doesn't appear to be much of a difference between the elf and the human. Stat-wise, nothing is displayed. So this time we'll go ahead and make a male human wizard. See what kind of customization options they have or have added. This was something in my first impressions video where I kind of skipped over because it's basic and nothing transfers from the beta to the next beta. But just to give you a general idea, you have various starting figures that you can kind of choose from, and you can customize from there. So they do have a number of features for you to customize. You can customize brow positioning. Let's see, we've got eyes, iris color, iris size, eyeball color, eye color. Looks like there's a couple more options in this than what there was in the first beta. You've got nose options. Once again, pretty much the same there. You've got a number of different mouth options, including you can have lipstick if you want, which we're just going to skip that. Let's go down and see what hairstyles they have available. Not too much in the way of hairstyles. I think there's a couple more than what was in the original beta. We can have an afro. I would like to see like few more hairstyles. It's like really the one cosmetic that I mess with that much. You've got the mustache, a few different mustache options there. Like, not really impressed with the facial hair options. Again, you can adjust the coloring. You can adjust how glossy your hair is. It seems like the glossier it is, it does take it more to the black side, which is kind of cool. We'll just keep it like that guy, fell in an oil puddle there. You have your face options. You can have a few different tattoos. Again, there's not a ton of options. You can adjust the body scaling. You can adjust the upper body. You can adjust the lower body. So there's a whole bunch of different options there. You can adjust your foot size. If you want to make, a person with little tiny ass feet that falls over, I don't know. It's entirely up to you. Again, I'm not really that big on the cosmetics of it, especially since none of these will transfer over to the full game. But if you wish, there are definitely a number of cosmetic options there for you to choose from. So once you're done, you simply press complete. Obviously, choose the name of your character, and there you go. Now let's see what, if anything, changed in the actual game, because it was a little bit funky in the original beta. The combat control scheme, a little clunky would be the best way, and the UI, at least on the Xbox, felt clearly that it was a PC port. So kind of want to look at those things and address how exactly it throws you in, if there's any change to the combat mechanics or the combat animations.
Where the light ends.
If you guys do want to check out my original first impressions video, you can do so. I will leave a link in the description and at the end of this video. But this is just the basic cutscene. I left the entire cutscene in the first video, but just to avoid copyright, we're going to go ahead and skip that after a few seconds. Now it's going to throw us pretty much right into the little duel instantly. And since I have played in the original beta, I do have a couple extra little tips, so a few things that I know. Now it does throw you almost right into combat. It throws you into a basic tutorial, but it doesn't really save anything. So settings wise, you can see your control scheme if you want. I do like to change that control scheme. You do also have a brightness setting, only a brightness setting, and one adjustment for your controls. But that's minimal because of the beta. Now I always play with a inverted Y-axis. I'm not really a super big fan of playing non-inverted. If you want, you can kind of look. There is, well, it's not available here in this particular section, but there's different combos that you can use, which is new. That wasn't displayed in the first beta. So basically, there's one combo for the Y button, and we have to progress a little bit further.
Child of Leah, can you hear me? My time is short.
Just a basic arcane bolt, nothing special there. I don't have the resources to do the Y combo yet.
You are caught in a dream.
Now the odd thing is the fact that this doesn't actually have you use your staff. It is a little bit clearer the range that we have. And the combo prompt is definitely a little bit clearer. That combo prompt was never there originally. I like that feature.
Summoned by an evil force.
However, it is a lot of
The road ahead.
hitting the same buttons. Not so sure I like that feature. Like I said, even last time the combat was a little bit on the clunky side. And of course it breaks the combo if you happen to roll or move out of the way. But it is really weird here fighting as a mage without actually using a wand, a staff. I mean, technically you could say a grimoire, but that would be a little bit more among like the necromantic side of things. I wanted to take a look at the skill tree and see if there was anything new in the skill tree, but I do have to get through this first, and it would really help if I didn't roll into the enemies. Alright, that did hit me from a surprisingly far distance. So I like the fact that the combo is displayed there in the upper right hand corner. I would like the combo meter to be adjusted though. Like, I wish I could hide that. And enemies don't forecast their attack range. Now, I will not be saying if this game will be good or if this game will be bad. It's impossible to tell what a game will be until you absolutely play the full game. There is a little bit of camera shutter when you are in a combo and then you roll. So They did say that this was a known issue. Obviously, the game is not at full quality compared to what it will be or what it should be for launch. I do wish that I could target lock. That was a complaint of mine, even originally. You can only really tell if you're within range if you can get that little red indicator on the target. If you have that red indicator on the target, then you're within range. I've never quite figured out exactly how to avoid that particular attack. I've done everything that it wants me to do, but no luck. The combat in this game definitely is button mashy. I know some people say, oh, well, you know, combos are so nice, but in my opinion, no. Combos can be nice, however, when it is a combo of mostly just hitting the same 2 or 3 buttons, then what's the difference of having one specific spell assigned to it? Of course I died there just like before. Like I said, I haven't figured out how to dodge that one attack. Oh, there is now a target lock. That is actually really freaking helpful. I wish that little tip would have come up before it threw me into this fight. This guy does like a ridiculous amount of damage. So let's see if there is a way for me to actually dodge this. I guess not. Or maybe he's supposed to do even more damage. I'm not entirely sure there. But it's pretty much just circle the enemy. And that's about it. That target lock feature is very helpful. Okay. I don't know what sent me flying across the map, but that's apparently a thing. Do I want to play through the prologue where I can obtain additional rewards? Yeah, skip for now. I did that in the first impressions video. We all know what the prologue is. It's a lot of talk to one NPC, talk to another NPC, move over here, pick something up, talk to the NPC again. I haven't seen any major graphical issues outside of the roll animation when in a combo. But, like I mentioned, they did say that that was a known issue. The combat just feels clunky. And of course, this is, you know, where we start off after the prologue. Nothing super special. I want to see how the UI is set up. I don't know if I can also interact with this chest. Alright, well, it is a press and hold to interact with the chest, which is a little annoying. But we found some gold. And of course you can track the quest. So there's our main quest NPC. At least we can speed up the text. Sadly, and this is what I was afraid of, they have no intention of changing these interactions with NPCs from all text-based to voiced. Hopefully there will be some voiced quests, because I really don't like reading my quests. Personal preference. They did make the font a little bit larger, so that's actually helpful. They could do with this interaction time being sped up, though. In all honesty, the interaction time is a little bit longer. I don't know why they delayed it. See, the NPCs do have some audio lines, but they're not related to the quest dialogue that they're having you read. At least you can skip through it, which unfortunately that's what happens when you have a forced quest and you have a forced you must read this. Most people end up skipping through it. Of course, there's little side quests. Now, normally, at least in the full game, I would go ahead and do all of the side quests to obtain as many extra resources as possible, because they are going to give you gold, XP, things of that nature. Why exactly is that not updating? There we go. It was just being a little bit of a pain. Perfect. There's the little side quest complete. Now let's see. How do I equip that? Ah, there's my bag. So we've got a training wand. Did it auto equip? Alright, so it does not auto equip when you pick up a new item. Good to know. It would be nice if it auto-equipped if you didn't have an item of that type. Pretty sure I have to kill some wolves. Let's see, can I actually target lock? Yep, alright, so that is something that they added, which is really nice in my opinion. You can not only target lock bosses, it's a little bit buggy. You have to be like aiming directly at them and have that cursor icon up, but it does look like you can actually yeah, it's really buggy. It keeps spinning you around, but it is possible to target lock a normal creature. I hope they smooth out that target lock. Found some stinky guts. Okay, you can't gather from something that someone else is gathering from at the same time. Let's go back and heal that griffin. Your stamina bar is also incredibly small. I will give him credit. The griffin looks really, really nice. I wish that I had a griffin like that.
Did you want to tell me something?
See, now you're starting to see some people that customize their characters a little bit more. They make larger, like, giant characters. Whatever. If it transferred over to the full game, I'd be more interested. But because progress doesn't transfer to the full game, I'm not super interested. So there are a couple more wolves that I do have to kill. If I can find a couple more, that is. Alright, let's see if I can... No, that target lock did not work that time. And for some reason, I can't use combos against a wolf. Alright, that's done. So combat is still very clunky. At least bosses you can reliably target lock onto. Regular enemies, it seems like sometimes it'll let you target lock them, and many times it will not. So we got some new boots. At least the inventory UI is a little bit larger. That was one of my complaints with my first impressions, was the UI individual items were a little smaller. So if you were sitting a ways away from your TV, that could make it harder to read. We got some bag pieces. Bag pieces are basically how you upgrade your inventory. Supposedly you can keep finding them in chests and quests and things like that in the game. I'm not familiar with previous Bless games, so I can't say for certainty exactly how things work. Yeah, that torch is useless. So we can continue gathering plants and stuff. That's a little more reliable now, including gaining some XP. Now this quest was bugged out in the original beta. Let's see if it is working now. I can salvage equipment. I don't have anything to salvage. Doesn't look like I can craft any meals or anything yet. Not really surprised. Well, there is supposedly a chest around here somewhere. It is the same chest that I was unable to find before. Let's see if this is classed as an enemy I can target lock on. Alright, so yes, that is classed as an enemy that I can actually target lock. But for some reason, I don't have any of my combos available to me. Yeah, I would definitely need the target lock feature for this. Let's see if I could heal real quick. I'm not sure if we are all fighting this guy at the same time, or if each person is fighting their own independent one. Like I said, this quest was bugged out during the original closed beta. Come on, leave me alone. He also is incredibly focused on me for whatever reason. And I'm literally gonna die here. Let's see if I can request help. Other players are probably completely useless. Or not. Thank you. Alright, now, can I revive him? Apparently I'm gonna get stunned. Awesome. How do I revive him? It's not letting me. Okay, there's actually literally no option. That's the map. I don't see a call for help. I guess they actually have to call for help before it will even let me revive them in the first place. There we go. Now that he called for help, it does give me the option to revive him. But that wolf has got to die. A little level 3 wolf should not do as much damage as it does to me. Okay, now I'm going to get stunned again, which is actually very frustrating. I'll use a health potion so I don't die instantly. If there is a way to get extra credit for this, I want to make sure that I do get credit for it. And he's back to wanting me for whatever reason. Alright, so boss defeated. What do we get? I don't know how he's walking around and calling for help, but that works. So what all did we get from that? Looks like a whole lot of nothing. Stable quest log, maybe. Apparently I should get Pilgrim's boots. Well, I guess it just auto-equipped those. Okay. Now, where is this darn stinking treasure chest that's supposed to be, like, literally right here? This is the same treasure chest that I was unable to find in the first beta. This is probably a horrible idea. Well, we can go swimming. That still doesn't help me find the treasure chest. I'm not entirely sure how to get back up where I was, though. So yeah, don't jump off the edge into the river looking for a treasure chest. If you ask me, the water's a little bit too mirror finished. Oh, we found some stairs. Thank goodness. Too bad I'm like all out of stamina and can barely sprint. So these little treasure chests, if you can find them, these are where you're supposed to be able to get like bag pieces from, which as most of you know, for me, inventory is, yeah. I need all the inventory space I can get my hands on. But those two chests, for some reason, I couldn't find where they were.
I've got to think of something.
Do we get anything for hunting? Maybe, possibly. Nope. There's still no bandits here to fight. That quest is apparently still not working properly. There's treasure chests literally all over the game, but they hide them pretty damn well. Or they're just not coded into the beta, one of the two. I would say I've only been able to find like 1/5 of the chests that are marked on the map. Yes, I would like to buy a mount. I am tired of walking on foot. And of course you want way more silver than I have. Awesome. Let me go back and see if I tried the discount option. Maybe they have something special for the beta. Alright, show me. What do you have? Oh, yeah, sure. You just want about 10 times what I have for a regular horse. Wouldn't mind the frost wolf. But yeah, so no mounts that I can use right now, or at least that I can afford. That's another quest complete, which is XP. Rep campaign. I should have... Looking for my skills list. Obviously, I can't do any dungeons or anything like that yet. I have an unclaimed reward. Alright. I unlocked a box of star seeds. That's new. There's my skills menu. That's what I was looking for. Alright, so do I have any points to use right now? You can hover over things and read them. Consume mana crystals to gain 100% critical hit rate and block effect for your combo attacks. Interesting. I need to get to level 15, level 5. Alright, so I can't do anything until I get higher. And I don't have any blessings that I can use right now. Basically, it looks like level 5. I could have sworn I had a combo, but I guess I don't. See if I can find this treasure chest. Ah, here we go.
I'm on duty.
So we've got the campfire unlocked. I know I'm already at about the 30-minute mark, so I'll just like finish this quest real quick. Who do you want me to talk to? Okay. Oh, there we go. I gotta get used to using my left trigger buff more. So the combat system needs smoothed out a little bit, in my opinion. Things aren't really too dark or too bright, graphically speaking, which is nice. I mean, the fish are nothing to look at, though, that's for sure. I wish the combat wasn't quite as clunky as it is. These chests, I think, are supposed to reward you for exploring, if you can find them. Because, see, I keep finding bag pieces. And those bag pieces you can trade in to get more inventory space. Which I am always in need of inventory space. I'm not sure if you can claim these chests more than once. I've never really stuck around long enough to try and find out. Can I jump in this game? Oh. No, there's got to be a way to jump. Ah, yes, right trigger. It's such a weird control scheme for jumping. Overall, I'll say not terrible, but I really do think that they need to smooth out some of the interactions and the control scheme with it. I'm not going to say the game's going to be great. I'm not going to say the game's going to be bad. It's a game that I would like to at least try the full game, and then I'll make my decision from there. But the target lock on bosses is a really nice addition. It might have been in the first beta, but it wasn't working. Like, I tried to target lock the boss, and it just wouldn't do anything.
Is there a reason you're here?
It would be nice if some of the NPCs actually had dialogue as opposed to just the text you have to read. And for heaven's sakes, please make the mage actually fight with, you know, the staff that they have. It's so... I don't know. It's just like, really, game? So I play as a mage. I mean, maybe the staff is the like source of my power, but I don't have to actually wield it. It just kind of magically attaches to my back, and that's how I become all powerful and shoot spells. I don't know. At least I haven't gotten disconnected from the game. I also haven't had any issues with it crashing or screen tearing or anything like that. I haven't made it far enough to really see like how the basic daily quests and things like that go. That's another thing I can't really say. At least when you're trying to target something, it's relatively easy. You don't have to be aiming exactly at it. You only have to be aiming kind of in the general direction. So like with this NPC, pretty much as long as I'm near it, I have the option to interact with her. Got all sorts of general goods merchants. Another soul pyre. I'm pretty sure there's a bag merchant around here somewhere, if I remember correctly. Yes, there is, right here. This little person which you can talk to.
Always aim to meet my customers' needs.
And then it's like if you have enough bag pieces, you can go ahead and quest complete that. And that's a repeatable quest. So bag capacity increased by 1 slot, which in all honesty isn't really that much. You've seen how quickly I pick up stuff. And I'm pretty sure consumables and general items also take up those inventory pieces. I don't know exactly though. My armor doesn't look terrible either. It's cloth armor, being a mage, so hopefully there's better armors out there. Overall, I would say that this is running better than, well, the first beta. Alright, so yeah, you cannot target lock the basic enemies, like minions or whatever. It's also not popping up saying 55% reduced damage, which is really nice. That was a problem I had in the very first beta. It was constantly popping up telling me I was doing massively reduced damage when I was trying to do this quest. Just avoid that arrow shot. How to avoid an arrow? Simply don't be present. Not bad. The combat is a lot better at this point than what it was. Let's see about my crits. Well, not much of an improvement. There's no passive healing, or at least I don't have any kind of healing spell yet. overall, I would say it's a pretty big improvement on the combat. Thank goodness. It's still clunky, but at least I'm not having the issue where I'm doing like super reduced damage.
This is a powerful object. It is prana. Fascinating. I did not believe this necklace could be so easily destroyed. Perhaps it is no small coincidence you managed to survive the tragedy on Talarian.
Cutscene's not bad either. It's a little on the bright side. So for me and my console and my TV, I might have to actually turn down the brightness a bit. Alright, looks like I have a new main hand weapon. Let's just quickly look at comparing those two and see how that functionality works. So it's a press and hold functionality. It has a unique effect now. Within 5-meter radius, enemy movement slowed. Interesting. We'll just equip that. Now I have a new appearance, but I still don't actually fight with the staff. I just fight with my hands. Yep, even the ice attack is weird. How exactly am I supposed to get to where that wants me to go? I guess we'll just follow the big blue light in the sky like it's a mystery box. Obviously, there's other side quests that we could pick up. Well, excuse me. That's our little like fast travel point system. And I guess I know why there's jiggle physics. Gives you something to watch while you're reading the quest line. Where's the person to talk to? They are down here, if I remember correctly. Alright, I will end the video right after this quest. I just want to see if the combat mechanics have improved enough, and this quest is now doable. Level 5 mole crickets. Okay, yeah. Huge difference. Whatever that glitch was that I was experiencing in the very first beta, where it said negative reduction to damage dealt, is gone now. So, like, these things I couldn't defeat the first time I played. In the first beta, it was impossible for me to actually defeat those, and I never made it past this point. So with that being said, the game does still have a little bit of a clunky system. it's not impossible to use. But I will not be able to say how good or bad this game is until I actually get to play the full game. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, feel free to leave a comment. I will do my best to get back to you. And if the video was helpful, make sure you go ahead and subscribe for more content, as well as leaving a like and sharing the video with your friends, as that greatly helps out with the searchability of videos here on YouTube. Until next time, stay frosty.